Okay, continuing with episode 2, desensitizing spirit to as many objects as I can possibly think of. This here is a really fun, large, bouncy ball that he has not seen yet before. I think it'd be super fun if at some point down the road, if the kids could play ball with him. And also for desensitizing, it's another, it's bouncy, it's big, it makes noise, it creates movement. So kind of the same idea as with the stick and string, but it looks different, it's bigger. I also want to get it to bounce off of him. So we'll see what he thinks about that, because then it's like a big loud object that also like touches him. So it's another little new thing that he's gonna learn. I'm gonna bring him a little closer here, and I'm gonna start, I'll let him sniff it real quick, and then I'm gonna start by just bouncing it, a little basketball, and see what he thinks of that. So you see he's already tensing up quite a bit. He's not choosing to run away yet, which is good. He's already thinking. He's doing good. There he's choosing to walk away, which again is okay with me. As long as he gives me his two eyes. Standing pretty still here. He's not really too tensed up. So I'm gonna stop it, give him a release here. I'll break. Tell him good job. Gonna start it again, and this time I'm gonna try to touch him with it. So it's gonna bounce at him, and he's actually really good with it. Doesn't seem to mind. I know you and your silly things. Okay with it. Very good. Nice job, Spirit. So you did really good. He doesn't really care too much about it. So let's see about his bad side here. I said I wouldn't go too much into the training aspect here, but I kind of want to talk about why I'm always saying his bad side. So just like with people, there's people that are right-handed and people that are left-handed. So I'm a right-handed person, so I prefer to do most of the things with my right hand. And horses are kind of the same way, and a lot of horses are better on their left side because that's where we tend to lead them from. That's where we saddle them. That's where we do a lot more things with them. So they're just a lot more comfortable on this side than they are on this side, because we tend to just forget about this side and just don't do as much with it. That's why I call it his bad side, but eventually I want to even it out. So I want him to be, and see what he did just there was perfect. So I was trying to stand on his side where he's more uncomfortable, and what he did is he's like, yeah, I don't like you as much on this side, I'm more comfortable on this side with you. So what he did is he put his head this way, so he kind of like positioned me on his comfortable side. So I want to just gently nudge him here and be like, no, it's okay, like you can be comfortable with me on this side too. And I'm just gonna try and rub him and make him feel comfortable on this side. And if I stand in front of him, I'd like him to give me two eyes here. So I don't know if you can see it, probably not very well. Let me move him through. So if I'm standing in front of him, I want his head, I call it the magnet. So my belly button is a magnet and his forehead is a magnet. So I want my horses to always, you actually do a good thing there, he sniffed the ball, which was my next thing. But yeah, I want his magnet to be connected with my magnet. So right there, he's looking over to the right a little bit because he wants his comfortable side to look at me. So he wants this eye to see me and not this eye. So I'm trying to just gently teach him, be like, no, I want you to be centered. I want your magnet to be looking at my magnet. So if I'm going over on this side, see, I was just doing one little step here. I was trying to go onto his uncomfortable side, and he's like, nah, and he turned his head, so he put this eye facing me again. So this is another thing I really want to work on, is to just try and be on this side a lot more and just get him comfortable with me being on his uncomfortable side. Anyhow, Spirit already moved on to the next step I wanted to work on, which is him to interact with this ball here. So he already did that. He's already going, he's a curious little guy, which is, it's great for training. He's curious, he wants to investigate in it, sniff it, and that's great. So he's really not too worried about this ball, which is great. So what I want to teach him next is to touch this ball, and preferably even like either kick it or nudge it with his muzzle. If he gets really comfortable with that, the kids are going to be able to play with him ball, which is going to be super fun. So the way I teach him is I just tell him to go forward, and there he touched it with his nose, so he gets a release. So I'm going to go into my neutral position, and he's going to get his break. So if I get into my position where I tell him like go forward and he touches it, that's all I want right now. So that's where he gets his break again. He's really good. He's really not scared. So I'm gonna just keep on going here. I'm gonna ask him. Nice job, Spirit. Great. I think he likes the ball. That's fun. So he already put his foot on there. This is gonna be fun. Okay, the kids are gonna have fun with that. So again, I'm gonna just tap him and tell him like go forward until, now he's like, oh, maybe that wasn't so fun. Okay, I'm gonna ask him to go forward, and he's only gonna get that release if he touches that ball. There, he kicked it. Very good, Spirit. And that's where he gets his release. He's licking and chewing right now, which you can't see because you're seeing his butt. I'm gonna get him over to this side. I'm gonna put this ball in front again and ask him to go forward and to, there you go. There, he kicked it again. Very good, Spirit. So that's where he gets his release, or his reward, either one. So I'm gonna keep working on that, and eventually he's gonna be just really focused on the ball. He knows like, oh, whenever I interact with the ball, I don't get tapped or bothered by my human. So I'm just gonna play with the ball. So here he's trying to just go around. So I'm switching my whip and just ask him to go forward, and there he kicked it. That's exactly what we want. So that's where he gets his reward. Yay, Spirit. Is that fun? Do it one more time, and that's it for the video. Good job. Good, Spirit. Very fun. All right. We're going to have fun playing ball.